let's build a Pokemon Center in The Sims 4. Okay, friends, let's go. All right, so for this video, we're doing a speed build of a Pokemon Center that we're setting up as a vet clinic in Brindleton Bay. I took this inspiration from, Pokemon, because it's a Pokemon Center, but more specifically, I took this from Pokemon Pokopia. If you've been watching this channel, you know I have been pretty much obsessed with Pokopia to the point where some of the other games that I try to do content on have been kind of lacking, just because I just keep wanting to playing Pokopia. Anyway, it's an amazing game, but I figured, we try to share the love a little bit. So I recently did a video where I built Willow Creek's Cabana, that one starter home. I built that in Pokopia, and it turned out pretty well, but I kind of wanted to do the flip side of that. So I figured one of the Pokemon centers would be a good way to go. They're pretty straightforward. Inside, they're relatively empty, but I figured since, I think in the other games, I'm not a huge, I haven't really played too much of the Pokemon RPGs, but I know one of the main things about the Pokemon centers is that you can take them to, heal your Pokemon and all that stuff. I'm assuming there's probably more than that. Don't come at me in the comments, but I figured, setting it up as a vet clinic would be would make the most sense. So that's what we're trying to do right now. Right now, I'm just trying to match the style of the exterior. I am taking the inspiration specifically from the Pokopia Pokemon centers, even more specifically, the one in the Withered Wasteland. I know for the most part, the exterior of the Pokemon centers, they all look relatively the same, I think, for across all the games, but the interiors can vary very wildly. This one worked out because in Pokopia, there's really not a whole lot inside the buildings. You have a 3D printer, you have a shop, and you have some other random accessories. I figure I can still try to maybe keep that, keep the aesthetic, kind of keep it simple while still, including everything we would need for a vet clinic. This is also the very first time, which I'm kind of surprised by. This is also the very first time in Sims that I'm actually building a vet clinic. I don't actually visit them much at all, but I've never actually built one, so this is a fun thing here. So it is completely functional. It will have all the requirements you need for a vet clinic. I ended up building this on the same lot as the Brindleton Hospital, I think is what they call it, and that is the vet clinic that comes base. So I tore all that down, and we're building the new Pokemon Center here. So as you can see, I'm just kind of working on the exterior. I really wanted to try to do rounded walls just because in the game, in Pokopia, everything's kind of got a rounded look to it. You don't really have any sharp edges. I really wanted to try to recreate that here. Rounded walls in The Sims 4 have always been a pain, and they will always continue to be a pain, but I think we got it down pretty good. You'll see once we get into the interior, I kind of freeformed it. It's not going to look the way it does in Pokopia just because we needed more stuff, but also we don't have a 3D printer and all that stuff in The Sims, which is kind of a missed opportunity. I think it'd be really cool if we had the ability to 3D print objects. That would be awesome. But yeah, anyway, you'll also see I'm kind of struggling a bit with windows. Some of the windows I thought would work around the curved walls weren't, so we finally settled on just using the little tiny base game windows, everything throughout. But yeah, anyway, going back to the inside, the really main thing I wanted to carry over from Pokopia was those water columns in each of the corners of the Pokemon Center. And I originally tried doing this with a pool because I thought that would make the most sense because it's water and we have the glass walls, we can easily do that. But because I needed to cover it up with a roof, you can't actually put a roof over a pool. So we're going to go actually into the live game and kind of add some stuff here. But for right now, I just made it. I ended up getting rid of the pools and I ended up just kind of creating empty columns, but I used blue tile and I used the glass walls. I added some the bubble effects, I think from Get Together, the effect that will cause it to bubble up in the pool. Once we go into the actual game, we'll see how that worked out. We might have to make some tweaks, but hopefully it'll be okay. It might not have the exact effect, but it's the best we can do. Other beyond that, inside we couldn't really match the layout just because there isn't much in there, and the vet clinic needed a few more things. So I tried to keep the same color with the walls and try to do some similar stuff with the flooring. It's kind of got an orange and white aesthetic, so I think we matched that up pretty well. I also added a bathroom because there are no bathrooms in the Pokopia Pokemon Center, and your Sims do actually need to go to the bathroom. The Pokemon do not. And then, since there aren't actually Pokemon in the Sims 4, but we do have Void Critters, which I think is their little knockoff. I think they came with the Parenthood pack, but I threw a couple of those decals up along the walls just to kind of make it look little more Pokemon-y. And then beyond that, I just did like a wood base. I did some trim around. We may, when we go into live mode, I might end up adding some more stuff for like the actual lot, but I'm not too pressed about it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything to describe right now. You'll see I do kind of go back and forth. I do kind of change the orientation of like the restroom doors because I thought it'd be weird to have like the lobby door open up to the restroom door. So I kind of made that waiting area and I hit the mic, and then you'll see like you'll get to the restroom from the back. Also, unfortunately, we don't really have like good like bold colors for the vet equipment to kind of make it look like a Pokemon Center. I would love to have made all that like red and white. Most of it I just settled for white. Some of it was blue because we don't really have like a good red swatch. But I think that's pretty much it. So I'll let you guys go ahead and enjoy the last few minutes of the speed build, and then I will see you shortly. We'll go check out the Pokemon Center in Pokopia. You know, I just need an excuse to play a little more Pokopia I'm just using it for a Sims video. And then we'll go into live mode in the Sims 4. We'll make whatever tweaks we need to there. We'll play test it. I'll post up on the gallery, and then Bob's your uncle. All right, so enjoy the rest of the speed build, friends, and I will see you in a few minutes. So deuces. All right, so we are in Pokopia right now. We're actually in the wrong world, so I'm going to jump back over. Pokemon is talking to town today. Head over to Bleak Beach Pokemon Center. Oh, that's where we have the, I guess, the jump rope event. But we're going to go over to the Withered Wasteland. Check out the Pokemon Center, because that's the one we did the Inspired by. There actually aren't too many changes, like, across the different worlds. It's just, like, the outside's a little bit different. So, but I wanted to match up the windows and the paneling from Withered Wasteland, and I think I did a pretty good job. We'll see once we actually make the final comparison now. Okay? In the meantime, we're just waiting. All right, so this is the Withered Wasteland. I'm glad we actually have some nice weather too. And we'll just do like a little flying tour. Ignore all the Pokemon who need me. So this is our Withered Wasteland Pokemon Center. So you see we have the little PC, which I used, you'll see in The Sims 4, I used like the little registration kiosk outside. That might cause issues if you play the game, especially if you have seasons and it rains, but you can move it inside if you need to. But yeah, we kind of have just the rounded edges, kind of like the light wood grain for the walls, but not too much else to it. It's relatively straightforward, and showing you guys inside, we're not really matching the layout here at all, but I did try to keep like the orange, like the color tones at the very least as best we could. But I also tried to do like the little water towers in the corner. So we have some shopping here. We have the 3D printer. We have some seating, and like I said, we just have orange walls, kind of like an orange floor with a little pattern around the edge. So this is Pokopia's Pokemon Center. This is the Pokopia Withered Wasteland Pokemon Center. Let's see how we did comparing it to The Sims 4. Okay, friends? All right, so we're going into The Sims right now. You'd think they would have updated this splash screen at this point. 2017 was a long time ago. Well, it's a long time ago, Sims team. You're actually not even using that logo anymore. So fix your stuff. Fix your stuff, game. I'm realizing I want to test this out. I didn't actually give my Sim Dorian a pet, so we're gonna have to figure that out real quick. So let's go over to, oh, you can kind of see over there. This is a really big lot for this little build, so you have quite a bit of like wasted space, so just keep that in mind. You can probably stand to move this on one of the other smaller lots, but I kept it where the Brindleton Hospital was, so there you go. All right, let's go into live mode, and then I need to add a pet to my household real quick, and I'm probably just gonna find one of the strays who are out and about down here somewhere. Usually there's like a stray cat or something, like Mayor Whiskers. Can we add Mayor Whiskers? Do I just need to give it a second for them to spawn in? Probably. Oh, there's one. There's one. Is that Mayor Whiskers? I think that is Mayor Whiskers. Guess what, buddy? You are now a part of my family. So now we are going to go check out the Brindleton Hospital Pokemon, the Brindleton Pokemon Center. So we just want to check and see like the basic functionality. I also want to see, because like the little steam bubble machines, if that's going to give us the effect we want. It actually does. That works pretty well. Okay. I don't know what this, oh, that's a magazine stand. Okay. All right. I think those work. The only thing I don't like is it kind of gives like a misty effect though. I don't know how to, I like it, but I don't know how to undo that. Is there like a smaller version we can put in here maybe? So I took the one and I sized it down, but maybe, let's see. I click on the right thing, pool objects. So we have, that's a drain. All right, steamer. I just need like a small, that might be the smallest one. Oh no, oh no. Do we have anything else that generates bubbles like that? We have these little manual bubble blowers. I'm wondering, okay, I think we're gonna have to, I don't think we're gonna be able to do these. I have another idea that might work. It's not going to have like the same effect because I don't want like the steam. I don't want like steam pouring out of the top of the building. So let's go ahead. Let's get rid of these. And I'm a little bummed by that because I thought that worked out really well. But I think we can do like a waterfall, like water. I don't know what they're called. Something like these, but there's like a thinner one that I think we can like put on that diagonal. I forget. I don't know what pack it's in though. Is it just like, what if I just type in like waterfall? I think it's this one, the city living one. So I think if we stick this like in here, and then what happens if I unpause it? Like you kind of get like a water effect. I don't know if I like to, and then maybe if we size this down, like I don't think the water effect itself will disappear. I'm not sure I like the way that looks though. We might have to, I wish the bubbles would work. Okay, you know what? The bubbles might not be that big of a deal. Let me see if I can like move it in a little bit. So maybe the steam will just be covered up by the roof. Let's try it. If it's not, I don't think it's probably not that big a deal, but I still think the bubbles are probably like the best bet. So what if I move it like a little bit further in? How does that look? Yeah, so we get the bubbles. They do kind of... Oh, I forgot. I also have bubble emitters in the basement. I need to get rid of these because these are also... I don't actually need these anymore because this will get rid of... This will prevent some of the steam from like showing up in the floor. Okay, so we still got the bubble showing. And if I go up to the roof... Like, it's definitely noticeable. It's definitely noticeable, though. All right. I think we might just, I might just do without for right now. I wish we had just a way to just put, like, random, like, VFX, like, things in here. Just, like, a little thing. Like, just the bubbles. Or just, like, the little steam cloud. I don't think we have that ability. So, we're just gonna nix that. You still kind of get, like, the watery effect. Because it, you know, has the glass and it has, like, the blue tile. So, it's probably okay. But, yeah. Anyway, this is our Pokemon Center. So, we have the computer. This is where you check in. And this would replace kind of, like, the PC from the actual, like, Pokemon Center. You kind of have the wood frame. I did put some, like, bushes around. And then inside you have your little check-in lobby area. I put some of the void, like I said, I put some of the void critter decor up just to make it, you know, look a little more Pokemon-y. And then inside you just have the vet tables. You have, I guess this is the, I think this is the x-ray machine, the Surger-O-Matic 3000. And then we have the Craft-O-Matic, and I put 2 pet beds and 2 of the vending machines. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. This was a fairly straightforward build. Like I said, we do end up wasting quite a bit of the lot. So if you wanted to move this to a smaller one, I could definitely see that working out. But in the meantime, it's here. Maybe we'll at least put some like trees down or something. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave it blank just in case you do want to put this on a smaller lot, so that way you're not cutting off anything. So yeah, so we have our Pokemon Center. Let's go back into build mode and we'll put it up on the gallery. Realizing I probably should have saved a version first. I forget to do that. I want to save a version to the gallery, and then because when you interact with it, like you can end up changing stuff. Like you can add like little random trash and stuff. I don't like doing that, but I think this is probably okay as it is. So we got rid of those. Do we have any outdoor lights? I didn't actually check that. We could probably stand to put a few more outdoor lights. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Lighting, and probably just the, probably just gonna put a couple of these, like maybe put a couple of these like under here. So that way it's lit up on the backside, lit up a little bit over there. And then for the front, let's try not to do like too many. Do we have what even base game? I don't want to like do like too many crazy packs. I think that works. It actually works out pretty nicely. So I like that it goes on the column. So okay, I think that is sufficient. Do we have any floor lights that I could maybe put down to like illuminate like the top part, like this thing, the terrestrial saucer? Maybe I'll put one right there. It does look a little silly that it's only illuminating one tile, so maybe we'll skip those for now. I don't know. Anyway, I think this is it. We have our little Pokemon Center. Booyah. Let's give it some afternoon light, and let's put this up on the gallery. So, Brindleton Pokemon Center. All right. A vet clinic designed to look like a Pokemon Center from Pokemon Pokopia. Hope you enjoy. All right, booyah. So cool. So we'll save this to the gallery. Let's see what packs I end up using. So I end up using, oh, I don't, one of my mods might be a little screwy, but we did use a few packs. So nothing too crazy. But I also don't know why this image is like angled. Like I'm on the center of, was I on the center of the lot? I don't know. Anyway, it's up. Let's put it up on the gallery. And there you go, my friends. So you have a Pokemon Center in The Sims, should you want it. So thank you guys for watching another Sims 4 build video. Sims 4 build video slash little sneaky Pokopia video. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave a comment what other builds you'd like to see, whether in this game, whether in Pokopia. I've been playing some Animal Crossing, so if you guys want to see a build in there, you can do that too, or anything else you want to see in general. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, I hope you'll consider doing so. I am trying to grow this channel. You guys have been such an immense and amazing support for that so far, so thank you. But with all that, my friends, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Take care of your pets and your Pokemon, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.